Dr. Van Hukelum. Dr. Van Hukelum. Dr. Van Hukelum.
Oh, hey. Hey everybody, Dr. Van Hukelum here. We're excited to get the new year started again here in Winchester Public Schools. And as you may have read or heard about, we will be implementing a new cell phone policy across the board, but it will primarily affect our high school and middle school students. And that means we're gonna ask that these cell phones are off and away all the time during the school day. And we have the support of our governor in this. It is a nationwide trend that we all recognize that cell phones are having a detrimental effect on the mental health of our young people and all of us, quite frankly. We could all use the opportunity to limit our cell phone usage and be engaged personally with people in the old-fashioned human way. You may not know, but 3 hours of social media doubles the risk of poor mental health among our students. And right now, our kids are spending 4.8 hours a day on social media alone. And some of that's during the school day. And so we're going to take this opportunity to limit the amount of time our kids have access to their cell phone during the 7 hours a day they spend here at school. And we believe that it will have a number of positive outcomes. First and foremost, their mental health, their social acuity, their ability to engage with their peers and the adults that surround them at school, and even their grades and their academic outcomes. In a small experiment that we did last year, grades increased significantly in classrooms that did not have access to their cell phones. So parents, I'm going to ask you specifically to support us in this endeavor. We're going to be very firm, fair, and consistent on this new policy right away on day one. No cell phones will be out at all for the entirety of the school day. If kids have their cell phones out, we're going to take them. We're going to ask parents to come to school and pick them up. And so be prepared for that. Tell your teenager right away that this is the new policy, and we're going to be very, again, fair, firm, and consistent with this new policy. We're not going to back down on that. So as part of our new policy, obviously we'll have new procedures and practices in our classrooms. And so when students come into their classroom, the teacher will kindly ask that they put their cell phones away, and we'll be putting them away in our new cell phone pouches in every single classroom. So students will take their cell phone and they'll put them in the pouch right here for the remainder of the class period, and then when the bell rings, they go to their other class period, they'll take their cell phone with them. We understand that there will be certain exceptions to this policy. For example, in the case of an emergency, right? You'll see that cell phones are easily accessible by the students, and they'll have access to their cell phones if there were an emergency. We also understand that there'll be certain medical conditions that require the use of a cell phone. And so we are already aware of that, and we've already started communicating with families that what that exception might look like for families. If you need to get a hold of your child during the day, you're going to have to call the office. You're not going to be able to text them during the school day. And I know that will be a change for many of us, myself included as a parent. You know, I haven't felt this strongly about something in a very long time. And so I'm asking you as parents to support us in this endeavor, to make sure that our schools are a cell phone-free environment for 7 hours a day, that they do not have access to social media, do not have access to their cell phone, and that they're dedicated to the learning that's so important and why we exist, right? For our kids to grow and mature as young adults and become the future adults that we need for our society. But I think this is the right thing for our kids, right thing for our community, and right thing for the future generations of our world. So please support us.